The talk of the town right now is Johnny Depp's apparent win over Amber Heard in the trial when she was found responsible for all 3 counts of defamation, owing a total of $10.35 million to Depp, after the requested $5 million in punitive damages had to be lowered to the state of Virginia's cap of $350,000. As with most court matters, this one was determined by the anonymous jury. So will we ever know just how exactly they came to this unanimous decision? Well, apparently we might, as one anonymous person took to TikTok, claiming to have been a juror on the case. They made a few different TikTok posts sharing their experience and answering the numerous questions that commenters were desperate to get an answer to. He said he didn't really follow pop culture much, so wasn't a fan or on the side of either Johnny Depp nor Amber Heard, so he felt that he was able to remain pretty unbiased going into the trial, an important factor when being selected for a jury, especially on a case as high profile as this one. While watching, all viewers were able to see that Amber Heard constantly looked over to the jury when answering her questions, probably trying to garner sympathy or come off as more truthful by making eye contact. The user explained that this action had made him extremely uncomfortable. He said he had even stopped looking at her when she answered questions, saying that the entire time Amber Heard was testifying, it just felt off. He also said that everything she said just came off as seeming untruthful, though he used a much harsher word at the end there. He apparently didn't follow TikTok or social media during the trial and was surprised to see that so many people had agreed with his feelings, seeing just how weird her behavior had been, even calling Amber a crazy woman. One commenter asked a question that was on a lot of people's minds: had the jury broken the rules and gained influences from outside sources like social media? The accusation had come from Heard's lawyer live in court. The juror responded by saying that he felt that Amber Heard was gaslighting everyone in the courtroom, trying to take her own personal truths to the grave and not be found out for lying, saying that he felt the accusation was a smear campaign from Heard's team to try and save face and make themselves look better, trying to preserve their dignity. Another user asked why the jury had come to the decision to award $2 million in compensatory damages for winning one of her counts of defamation. He said it was for a few reasons. Amber was suing Johnny for defamation as well because of statements that had been made by his lawyers, that she had set up the apartment to look in worse condition. Because whether or not she actually did this can't be proven, it can be proven as having potentially defamed her. Finally, someone asked the following question: what would you say was the moment that you were like, nope, if she's lying about this, she's lying about everything? A good question, as many people are wondering just what the turning point or turning points were for the jury to come to their decision about Amber's statement and lies. He replied with, I would say the donation/pledge to charity. This in reference to the statement Amber had made to the court saying that she donated her $7 million divorce settlement from Depp to 2 separate charities. However, under oath, Heard admitted that this wasn't actually true, saying that she used the word pledge and donation synonymously. The ACLU says that she has only actually donated less than half of what she had pledged. So for at least one juror, that lie was enough to convince him that everything Amber was saying could not be trusted. It may be a while before we hear from anyone else, as jurors' names are kept hidden until a year after the trial. However, they are allowed to come forward and identify themselves before then if they wish, as this user apparently did. As Heard's team has moved to appeal the jury's verdict, we can only wait and see what comes next.